I'm learning the language. But I had a hard time, even my teacher, I had a hard time with the word for air. It's part of the prayers. Earth, wind, air, fire. Rather, earth, water, air, fire. So, but then there's a word for wind. He shook it. He shook it. And I thought, that's probably how my indigenous ancestors thought of the natural world. Like we think, it wasn't like they looked at something and said, "Oh, this is H2O," or "This is O." I mean, how does air function? Functions as wind. So this was an excellent presentation in looking at it's not as static, but seeing the river as almost as a living entity. I mean, this is what these artists were able to capture in such beautiful and profound ways that, instead of focusing on a Kim Kardashian or some talking head, I mean, with these guys back then, it's like the torn out. I mean, it's like an entity itself. So, in the indigenous cosmology, that's what we look at. We have a concern for other beings. And that's what I was trying to bring out in the tobacco ceremony today. Chief Perry said it would be a little long, so I had to keep it short. But when I was discussing Corbin Harney, your son and I talked about him before. He was one of the people who really made a connection between the energy and the waters, and also the need to protect, or rather recognize the other beings on this planet. I was going to say protect, but let's be honest with ourselves. We need these other beings far more than they need us. I mean, they're protecting us. We need the waters. We need the Ramapo River. We need Torrent Valley Mountain. Someone else was talking about the bees. We need the bees as a pollinator. We need them far more than they need us. So that's pretty much all I have to say right here. But yes, I thank you all for coming to the Sweetwater camp. We're facing a vicious, dirty fight from the town. We actually are telling allies, don't deal with these people. And we got nothing to deserve that kind of attitude. I mean, we have people saying it's not safe for children and things like that. We're just trying to, again, create a space. Ironically, on the land, those are our ancestral lands. I mean, when we look at Mawa means meeting place in the Muncie language. I mean, that's where we used to meet or leave even in the pre-contact period. But now they're saying that, we don't belong there. But I suppose they say that about the trees and some of the rocks and other beings there. So I suppose we're in good company. So I thank you all for coming here and listening to what you have to say. I thank you for that beautiful presentation of the Ramapo River. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much to Al. We are on the Lenape land, and we give honor and thanks to the historic people of the land. And I came to the ceremony this morning before we did the second 2 hours of what I thought was going to be a 3-hour ceremony, and found out the walkers had already left. So chased down the walkers, and I'm very honored to participate. Very honored to be in the same room. Junsan, and so many wonderful people. So a gathering of spiritual people, activists, artists, and local residents would not be complete without the passing of petitions. It's a very important ritual, time-honored ritual. And I just want to make sure, probably most, if not all of you, have signed the petition to stop the Pilgrim pipelines. This is the New York-based petition, and I just want to pass it around. Some people were walking only today or might be leaving. So if you would like, and you haven't signed it before, and your chair has signed it.
Is it exclusively for New York residents?
So if you would like to be on the list, I mean, you can certainly sign it. If you live in Massachusetts or an adjoining state, because this is a regional issue, it's a huge issue. There will be more bomb trains coming through the whole area, it would affect climate, so you can certainly raise your voice from surrounding states. So we welcome people from, there are people from North Dakota on the list. So, no, you don't have to be a New York State resident. And I also wanted to, oh, I forgot, I'm Iris Marie Lula with Coalition Against Chemical Pipelines New York. And I wanted to just also pass around a very small reminder to call Cuomo Mondays. I know it's a prayer walk, so people might not want to call while they're walking, but I'm hoping that the walkers can, every walker with a cell phone on Monday can call the governor and say, we're passing, name of town, we're in Rockland County, we're in Orange County, wherever, I'm not sure what the route is on Monday, but just to say we are walking 170 miles to stop these pipelines and give a very special message to join the Call Cuomo Mondays campaign. We made very small reminders that do not have Governor Cuomo's face on them because people got tired of looking at his face. So pass these around. And lastly, if people are engaging in conversations with local people along the way, want to make sure that we all know it would be 2 pipelines that they're proposed, but that the local towns, Harriman, Tuxedo, at first people on the town boards were afraid or reluctant to take a stand, and the local people pushed and pushed hard, and won the resolutions imposing thermal pipelines. But there's a new mayor in Harriman, and there are new towns, town board members in each of these towns that may not know about it, the local residents may not know about it, so anything you can do to take away the myth that these pipelines are needed anyway, and to take away the myth that the oil trains would be reduced if the pipelines come through. That's very important because a lot of people just assume the oil bomb trains would be less if these pipelines are built, and that's simply not true. The oil bomb trains are going to Philadelphia, to a huge refinery in Philadelphia, in Philadelphia. That's where the Bakken shale oil is coming on the oil trains, and the pipelines would go to Linden, New Jersey, and/or for export. So just a little myth busting, and I know it's really hot. I just want to really thank you so much for this walk. It is a tremendous boost for us. Thank you.
I'd ask to say just a little something in closing. And I do thank you all for coming, for your interest and your engagement in these issues around the environment, around water, around fracking. It's, as you folks know better than most, very important that we as citizens get involved in these, and there is power in involvement. I was just trying to think of a woman who said many years ago, never think that a few people cannot change the world. In fact, that's the only thing that has. Margaret Mead, thank you. And someone else, I think someone else had it. So, we all need to remember that in whatever our activities, and keep on keeping on. Thank you.